Haribol to all my brothers and my sisters, and welcome back to Astral Motivation. Today we are going to be talking about the last and final eclipse of 2024. Yes, this is the final eclipse, and we're closing the eclipse portal on October 2nd, 2024. And I am so excited to be here and bring you all the tea for that. If you're new to the channel, welcome to Astral Motivation. My name is Vino Dinidasi. I am a Vedic astrologer and spiritual coach. So if you are into spiritual learning, ancient knowledge, ancient Vedic astrology, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you never miss any of the nectar. Alrighty, my beautiful brothers and sisters, let's see what this powerful, upcoming, incredible eclipse has in store for all of us.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri.
And I just want to take this moment to say thank you to all my beautiful, beautiful members here in the exclusive members only. My gorgeous lotuses are here, and I just want to thank you guys so much for your support and everything that you bring here to the channel. It means the world to me, and we cannot wait to have you in the exclusive members only, where we are learning Vedic astrology. So come and join us. Alrighty, guys, let's talk about this very powerful, incredible last eclipse of 2024, and we're going to make it really count this time, because this is one of the most powerful eclipses that we have not seen in the past decade. So this is going to be a very powerful and transformative eclipse. This eclipse is happening in the sign of Virgo for Vedic astrology. So make sure you are checking Vedic astrology in order for you to get a very accurate forecast. So when we have this very powerful solar eclipse in the sign of Virgo, and this solar eclipse is happening with the energies of Ketu. So there's two solar eclipses in the year, and the first one happens with Rahu, and then the second one happens with Ketu, and each one is going to bring different energies into our world. Every eclipse is going to pretty much resonate in our lives, and it's going to change our lives for the next upcoming 6 months. So this October 2nd, it's really putting a wave of a sort of ripple effect into our lives for the next upcoming 6 months. So you could already start seeing some sort of changes and transformations during the eclipse portal, but you have not seen everything yet. There's still 6 months for this whole energy to fully culminate. So to tell you guys where this eclipse is going to be happening, this eclipse is going to be seen in South America. This is going to be a very powerful eclipse, and it's going to affect the whole world equally, but where the eclipse is being seen will affect it the strongest. So definitely South America is about to have a transformative karmic shift with this eclipse. Now, we must know when the eclipse is going to be happening, and it's going to be happening at this time. This is universal time, but if you guys would like to see central time will be like this. So with the universal time, we can see here that the first partial eclipse will begin at 1542, which is 10:42 a.m. for central time. The maximum eclipse will be at the peak of 1845, which is 1:45 p.m. And then the last location of the eclipse, the final closing of the eclipse, will be at 2141, which is 4:47 central time. That means that it's going to be a very, very powerful eclipse. And during the eclipse, one of the things for ancient knowledge is that we do not look at the eclipse, guys. And I will be giving you remedies for this eclipse. So stay tuned, where we're going to be talking about the remedies and how it is that you should observe this eclipse for maximum spiritual potential. So now that we know when it's going to happen and where, now let's talk a little bit about the energies of this eclipse. So eclipses usually, this solar eclipse is pretty much a new moon on steroids. And new moons are new beginnings. We just had the very powerful closing eclipse on the 17th of September. If you have not seen that video, then go definitely check it out, because these two eclipses are connected. And this is now October 2nd, where we're going to be closing this eclipse portal, and we're going to start seeing some shifts and transformations in our lives. This eclipse is bringing new beginnings in our lives, and new beginnings for manifestation and transformation. New beginnings are usually planted during a new moon, and this is a new moon eclipse, which is also happening with the energy of K2, which this is definitely bringing a massive spiritual transformation, because we have the sun, which is your soul, we have the moon, which is your mind, and we are here on earth, which is our body, and we have also the energies of this powerful K2 energy, which is the reason why the eclipse is happening. And K2 is known for being the one that helps us renounce. It's the one that is here to help us transcend this material world and go back to our spiritual abode. And so this planet really, really focuses on spiritual growth, and it focuses on having a sort of death so that you can have a rebirth once again. And this is definitely something that we're going to be feeling. We could be feeling, since the sun, our soul, is transiting through K2, it could be having this sort of renunciation. It could be having this sort of releasing the last bits of things we need to let go of so that we can fully get into the new energy. So expect a rebirth energy, expect an ego death, and expect for a new you to rise at the end of this eclipse. So let's take a deeper look into this eclipse, and we're also going to be talking about the Nakshatra, and we're also going to be doing some horoscopes at the end. So stick around and check your ascendant and moon sign so that you can see what this eclipse is going to be shifting in your life, guys. And remember that these are all general readings. If there is something that you would like to maybe have a personal reading with, then I highly suggest you get a personal reading with me in the description here below. So let's pull the energies of this eclipse so that we can follow it together and see what is going on. So this is one of the most powerful eclipses since a decade. And I will tell you guys why, because these aspects of this eclipse are so incredible and powerful, and they're here to help us transform and transcend. First and foremost, let's see where this eclipse is happening. It's happening in the sign of Virgo. So when we have it in the sign of Virgo, Virgo is a sign of earth. It's a very feminine sign, and it deals with purity. It deals with discernment. It deals with cleanliness and sort of purifying our bodies, our minds, and our souls from anything that is contaminating it. So this is a time where there's definitely a lot of purification happening for all of us. And purification is never easy, guys, okay? Even when you do a detox or when you do a body detox, sometimes the toxins will come out first, and this will make you sicker. But then if you get through it, that toxin will finally get rid in the body, and then you will finally be in a more stable energy. And so this is something that we could have been feeling during this eclipse, and I would love to hear what you guys have been feeling in this past eclipse portal. Have you been feeling this purification? What have been some of the things that you have been transforming in your life? And of course, purification can be quite powerful, but at the end of it, it leaves us so much better. We can finally get rid of what we think we are and get rid of these labels and concepts and finally come to a more authentic us. So the fact that I mentioned this is K2 is happening with K2, the very, very spiritual planet that deals with renunciation and letting things go. And it's also it's bringing an end to a situation so that a new beginning can really happen in our lives. This is a very spiritual time. And for those of you who take your spirituality very seriously, this eclipse is going to be fantastic for spiritual ascension. For those of you who are not so spiritual, you could be feeling like this eclipse is just wreaking havoc in your life. So I highly suggest that definitely allow for this eclipse to be the beginning of you taking a sadhana, taking some sort of spiritual practice, because it's going to be so powerful. Doing any spiritual practices during the eclipse hours is known to have immense power. It's as if you were having thousands of power behind your spiritual practice. So this is definitely a time to do it. Now, this eclipse is happening right at 16-15 degrees of Virgo. So the fact that it's happening in the middle of the sign, this makes it even more powerful. Now, let's look at the dispositor of this sign. The dispositor is the ruler of Virgo, and the ruler of Virgo is Mercury. So this means that Mercury is in its own sign, exalted in Virgo, in 15 degrees, which is this highest exaltation. And this is bringing so many blessings to this eclipse, is bringing the ability for us to really make a shift and transformation, a very intelligent transformation, because we got to remember that Mercury is, it rules intellect, it rules intelligence. And there is a difference between intelligence and mind. It's not the same thing. The mind is more reactive. The mind reacts more to fear and anxiety, and the mind is filled with a lot of thoughts and clutter. The mind is very susceptible. But what can conquer the mind? What is higher than the mind is the intelligence. So sometimes we have those intelligent moments of do this instead of that, or we just have that intuitive feeling of where we should go. That is our intelligence leading our mind to a better place. So our intelligence is going to get very strong at this time. It's going to really, really get to the top and say, hey, we know that we need to let go of something. We know that we are ready for a transformation, and we're going to make the right transformation here. And we're going to utilize our intellect and utilize our intelligence to make the best decisions at this time. So it is going to bring immense ability to make wonderful decisions, to get work done, and to really have your head in the game. So this is going to be a very fantastic energy. Now, what is aspecting this energy of Virgo? So what we can see is that Jupiter is aspecting it, and also Saturn is aspecting it. So when we have Jupiter and Saturn aspecting all this energy, Jupiter and Saturn really bring the ability to bring immense manifestation, because Jupiter is the idealist and Saturn is the realist. So when we have these two energies combined, it could really make it for you to be able to bring that expansion of self that you want to create, and also to solidify it and make it last for long. And this deals with something that has to do with our daily life, our lifestyle, our daily routine. So life is saying, okay, we want to get to this new rebirth. We want to have this transformation. We are ready to get to the next level in our lives. And we are ready for this new ascension. And it's in the sign of Virgo saying, but we need to do this through a daily routine. It has to be done on a daily basis for you to really see the results of your hard work. So let's say you've discovered that you want to write a book during this time, and your intelligence is saying that is the next step for you. You're ready to write this book. And then Saturn says, but this is a daily thing. So most probably you're going to have to put it in your schedule and write every single day if you want this book to be done. For others of you who may be dealing with health issues, this is definitely a time, a checkpoint where you're going to see a transformation in your health. Definitely. Life is really showing you, and you're going to get the intelligence. Okay, what is making me sick? What continues to hinder my health? What is it? And you're going to see what it is, and then you're going to take action on a daily basis to start transforming the situation for a better you. So all of these things are dealing with really organizing our lives, and that's what Virgo is all about. Virgo is about organizing your health, organizing your daily life, organizing your routine. If some of you guys have been dealing with not having any work, or you have been unemployed, or you can't find a good employer, or you're trying to look for a good job or a better pay or whatever, this is also a time where life is going to give you the intelligence of what it is that you need so that you can start working towards your dreams and aspirations in a better way. And of course, it is on a daily routine, on a daily basis, that we're going to get there. So it deals with our daily life. Then with Jupiter being here in the ninth house, this is bringing for a massive transformation and really aligning us with our dharma. Our dharma is what we came here to really do, like the soul's path, the soul's journey, the soul's goal in this life. And so this is going to awaken us to our dharma, is going to awaken us to an expansion of self. For some of us, it might even take us into travels, going back to school, getting a teacher, becoming a teacher, getting a guru, but like really getting to a new level of expansion in yourself, where it's going to transform your daily life, your routine, your health, and your work situation. So this is going to be very, very beneficial. Get ready. And I highly suggest, guys, that you use the power of manifestation with visualization and affirmations, because this is a very mind-oriented sign. Virgo is a very mind-oriented sign, and it also deals with a lot of not just the mind, but a lot of communication and speaking and when words, the words that we use. So make sure that the words that we are using are words that are helping us to manifest what it is that we are trying to create for ourselves at this time. So that is what we're trying to really see for ourselves at this time. Then, of course, we are having Venus in the second house. So this is definitely going to help us to start getting some abundance and prosperity. This shift is to help us gain more self-confidence and more integrity in ourselves. And of course, all of this is going to bring more abundance and more money. This is also taking us to take action into our purpose in life. This is a very proactive eclipse, okay? We already did the inner work on the eclipse on the 17th. We did all those sacrifices that we needed to do. We went through the purification, and now this is where we organize our life back in order and making it be very stable and organized. So this is definitely bringing a lot of power and transformation. Focus a lot on your relationships. This could also transform your relationships for some of you guys. You guys are going to have a better situation in relationships. If you discover during this eclipse portal that there's just some relationships that are not good for you anymore and you have to say goodbye, then allow for this to be, because there is more relationships coming in your life. And these relationships are meant to be deeper, are meant to be more spiritual, are meant to be more wholesome, with people that are more creative and empathetic, compassionate, people who really have a very soft heart. You are done dealing with people who are aggressive, arrogant, narcissists, and this sort of energy. And if you have dealt with trying to save people, this could also be something that is being healed in you, where you're recognizing that this is not your doing. You don't have to be saving anybody. You have to just work on yourself. And everybody has to be responsible for their own healing. So these are some of the things that we are discovering. And we are also discovering how much healing we are meant to do for ourselves. So all of this is really bringing an amazing energy to really propel us into a more organized us, into a more pure us that is more authentic and that is more organized and that has things in order, and there's nothing hidden, there's nothing blocking it. And if you've also dealt with maybe having too much perfectionism, then this is also going to get healed at this time. The blockages that you've been having to really help you continue in your purpose in life, they're going to be eradicated at this time. So this eclipse is really bringing a lot of power. Now let's talk about where the eclipse is lying. Let's talk about the nakshatra that is lying. And the nakshatra is a wonderful nakshatra. This eclipse is happening in the nakshatra of Hasta, which is the 13th nakshatra. And this nakshatra is happening in the sign. Of course, it's in the midst of Virgo, between 10 degrees of Virgo and 23 degrees of Virgo. So this is a very, very powerful energy. And it deals, Hasta in Sanskrit means the hand. So this is called the golden hand star. And it has the power to manifest and to place the power in your own hands. And this is what I mean by being such a powerful eclipse. After we have put away in the last eclipse all the things that we are ready to let go of in the sacrificial altar, now life is putting life back again into our hands, is putting it in our hands, saying, it's in your hands to make this happen. It's in your hands to make this transformation and get to the next level of your life. So this is a very strong catalyst for personal power, and it's going to help us to make the ability of manifestation through our skillfulness, through our ability to grasp concepts, through our ability to be handy, ability to have order in our lives. the ability to arrange details and have this busy and cooperative energy. So this is really all about manifestation, and manifestation in the right ways. Manifestation where you are actually manifesting something that is good and divine in your life. This is also a very, very powerful energy of laughter. Hasta deals with laughter. And so, if one of the remedies that I suggest for everybody is laugh a lot. Sometimes when life gets too crazy, when life gets too disorganized, and there's so many things that we need to attend to, we can get very overwhelmed. We can get overwhelmed with the battles of life. So sometimes Hasta teaches us that the best thing we can do is just laugh it off. Laugh it off. Laugh it off. Laugh it off that things are not perfect. Laugh it off that you've made mistakes. Laugh it off that you are learning. Just laugh. And this laughter of Hasta is what's going to help us not take things so personal, not take things to the point that it paralyzes us because it needs to be so perfect, because it needs to be so done right. It's allowing for us to just relax. So laugh. Laugh a lot. Laugh at yourself. Laugh at the past. Laugh at the ridiculousness of this world. And laugh at the ridiculousness of the people around you, too. The people that have pissed you off. The people that have made you upset. Like, laugh it off. And even for forgiving yourself, laugh it off. And you're going to see that it's just going to get lighter and easier. So Hasta here is really trying to help us polish our skills, polish our minds, polish our intellect to the next level, help us to have this rebirth, a spiritual rebirth, and also to help us really start transforming our daily life and to helps us to expand to the next level. So Hasta here is really giving us the power in our hands, guys. This is also a great time to do mudras, and I will be giving a mudra for each individual sign during the horoscopes so that you guys can practice activating the energies of Hasta. And the mudras on this day, specifically on this eclipse, are going to be extra powerful. Alrighty, guys. So that is for the energies of this very powerful eclipse. I cannot wait to hear from you guys in the comments how this eclipse portal has treated you. What have you learned? What are you ready to take on into your own hands and move forward, baby? What are you ready to manifest? I cannot wait to hear it from you guys. So let's get to it. I want to give you guys a general overview of the remedies before we get into the horoscopes. So I will be giving some remedies for each individual sign, but the general remedies that everybody should do for this very powerful eclipse, number one is mantra chanting. Chanting on the day of the eclipse is like chanting with as if you chanted thousands and millions of rounds. It makes it more powerful, it makes it more intentional, and it makes it more catalytic. So you definitely want to do your chanting on this day. You definitely want to do it. And the best mantra that you can use is the Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is the Maha Mantra. The Maha Mantra, Maha means the great, and mantra is the mantra. Ma means mind, Tra means deliverance. So mantras help us to deliver our mind from what? The suffering, the anxiety, the restlessness, the confusion, the chaos that the mind sometimes has. And especially during these eclipses when things have been stirred up, this is definitely the time to chant. Now, why is this called the Maha Mantra? Because this mantra has all the power of all the other mantras within it. So doing this mantra will be as if you were doing love mantras, healthy mantras, power mantras, marriage mantras. Like there's mantras for everything. But this mantra alone is for all of it. This is all that you need. This is pretty much the mantra that you need. Make sure you do your chanting. Another thing that I suggest, during the time of the eclipses, do not eat. Fast. If you fast and chant, that's going to make it even more powerful. And you can do a little intermediate fasting, but the best thing is don't eat during this time. It is the best thing to do is to not eat, and then you can eat afterwards. And especially doing some vegetarian diet during this time Could be very, very beneficial. The last but not least, and the most important, do not look at the eclipse. I know, very contradicting to the trends of looking at the eclipses and all these things, but it's actually known in ancient scripture that looking at eclipses is actually very, very inauspicious. And I don't want no bad luck to come into your life. So make sure that you close the windows during that time, close the curtains during that time, allow for the energies to get dark. You don't want that contaminated light to touch. And why do I say this? Because it's not auspicious. Why? Because the sun is our soul and is being eaten up by Rahu. This is not an auspicious thing, but it's also eclipsing a part of ourselves. It's something that needs to happen and it's helping us to ascend forward. But it is a demon energy. Rahu is a demon energy and it is very, very dark. So it is best to not look at it. It is best to not eat during it. And it is best to be chanting during it. And that is how you can have the most powerful energy. And of course, if you have an intention, for example, let's say I'm going to do this fasting and I'm going to do this chanting because I want this in return. You can do that. You can do that. Whatever motivates you to do it, do it. If it's because you're looking for love to come into your life, you're looking for money to come into your life, you're looking for a guru to come into your life, whatever it is that your heart desires, you can use this energy of the eclipse to propel that desire with spiritual power. Alrighty, guys. So that is for the remedies. Now let's get into our horoscopes. Super, super important. Let me pull the blank chart here. And we're going to have our first one, which is our beautiful Aries. Welcome, Aries, to your horoscope for this powerful eclipse on October 2nd that is going to be happening in your, actually, it's happening in your sixth house. So your sixth house is the house of daily life, routine, health, and your enemies and your debt and all those miscellaneous things that we need to deal with our lives. So what we have here is that you are definitely going to be having some powerful shifts and transformations happening in your health, my beautiful Aries. And so if you've been wanting to change something about your health, if you've been wanting to maybe get better at something, get into your workout, change your diet, start eating better, having a nice healthy routine, this is definitely the best time to do it, my beautiful Aries. And also, if there's been some job that that maybe you're ready to kind of let go and you're ready for a new transformation, or something can happen within your job where maybe you get a better position, something gets eclipsed in your job and you start something new at the same time. And this is going to be very beneficial. So, allow for the changes to happen here. This is going to be something good for you. It's not something negative. And it's definitely going to bring you a lot of good energy. If there's been issues with your pets, if there's been some sort of situations with your pets, this eclipse could have brought some issues with pets, problems with pets. Do not worry about it. After this eclipse, they should start getting a lot better. This is allowing for a new energy to come into your life. We have the fifth lord going into the sixth house with the sun here. So there could also be some changes going on in your routine with your children. If you have any children, if you're thinking of having children, you're also preparing yourself to changing the routines of how you're dealing with your life. But here, children are affecting your daily routine. Also, romance can also start transforming your daily life, where maybe now you have a partner and you're deciding to have a better situation on a daily basis with your partner, or changing some dynamics around your romantic life could also help. Be careful with fights. Okay, be careful with fights with your children and be careful with fights with your romantic partner. This is not the time for those things. But if you definitely do some mantra chanting during this day, you are definitely going to see some powerful, powerful shifts happening for you. So I definitely suggest that you do your chanting during this time. And get ready for a transformation in your work. If you've been looking for a new job, I definitely see new job coming in. If you're looking for better health is coming too. And if you're looking for a better routine is also coming too. Now I'm going to pull some cards here for you to see how this eclipse is going to transform Aries for this eclipse, solar eclipse for Aries. And we have pay yourself first vow, very Aries. Do not forget to take yourself first before anybody else. Maybe in your routines or with your children, you are starting to let yourself go, or you are starting to put yourself last, which is not something very Aries. Life here is saying, do put yourself first in every situation. It's going to be beneficial for your children, for your romantic partner, and for everything. When you get paid, start saving some money, okay? And you can start saving money by making some sort of ritual where you are going to pay yourself for the very hard work that you've done. This is going to give you a sense of dignity and a sense of self-esteem. And it's also going to help you save your money before you pay all your bills, before you give your money away. Make sure that you're doing this ritual to really honor how hard you've been working. We also have visualize abundance in all its forms. There is definitely a lot of abundance and prosperity that wants to come in during this eclipse, doing the mantra chanting, visualization of what is it that you want to transform on your daily life, on your work, and on your health. Maybe some of you guys want to pay debt. Maybe some of you guys are ready to get rid of some enemies. Maybe some of you guys are having issues with your pets. This is the perfect time to visualize what it is that you want to create for yourself. And last but not least, we have bountiful nature. Get closer to nature. And that, funny enough, is actually going to help you a lot more with your health and your daily work. Maybe some of you guys are meant to work more in nature and not be inside a cubicle. Now let's see what is the mudra that Aries should do for this solar eclipse. The mudra for Aries, and your mudra is the inner home. Oh, I like this mudra. So if you can stop the video if you like, so that you can see the mudra. And here what we have is that the mudra is saying, this is a mudra that helps to overcome sleeping difficulties as well as pelvic tension. So if you have any sleeping issues, this is going to help you a lot with it. And the affirmation that you're going to say with this mudra is, I have confidence in the mother goddess who gives me her company and warming comfort. Okay, that is your mudra, my beautiful Aries. I hope that helped. Those messages help. Check your ascendant, sun, and moon sign in order to get a full forecast. And remember that these are all general readings. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, then definitely book a reading with me in the description here below. You can book one with me today. Alrighty, guys. So that was for my beautiful Aries. Now let's see, what do we have for my beautiful Tauruses? Taurus, welcome to your eclipse horoscope for this powerful eclipse on October 2nd. And this eclipse is going to be happening in your 5th house of children and of creativity, creativeness, creative projects, and romance. Ooh, baby, get ready, my beautiful Taurus, because you are definitely having a super powerful and creative eclipse. This is turning on your creativity, okay? It's also helping you to change your relationship with your children. For those of you who already are parents, there could be some shifts, some changes that you're going to kind of renew your energy with your children at this time. And I will also say that you're going to renew your energy in your romantic sector. Regardless if you've been married for a very long time, this could be bringing the fire once again into your relationship. Or if you are single, then this is definitely trying to get you out of the singlehood and get you into a partnership, a romantic partnership. I highly suggest that you do some creative work on this day. Get creative, do something creative. If you start a project, if you finish a project, if you're working on a project, this is definitely a time to do it. This is a time where you could be getting some amazing ideas for some powerful projects coming up in the future, and things that you would like to express and that you've been wanting to express yourself with. So this is very powerful. And for those of you who are thinking of becoming parents, this eclipse is definitely opening the gates of creative force, helping you to get into that creativity. This is also the house of mantras. So my beautiful Taurus, you are having the most powerful chanting during this eclipse season. Doing the remedy of chanting and doing your mantras during this day is going to be so beneficial for you. It's going to heal your 5th house, heal your children, heal your romance, heal your creative pursuits, heal the whole thing. I mean, you are definitely having the most powerful energies with the mantras at this time. So definitely do your chanting at this time because you're going to see great benefit coming from it. Another thing that is happening with our beautiful Tauruses, well, let's see, the fourth Lord is going into the fifth house. We have the sun here. The sun is the main character in this eclipse, and he rules your fourth house of the home. So there could be some changes around the home. There could be some also benefits around the home. Maybe some of you guys are thinking of renovating, changing, selling, buying, renting. All of these things are wonderful. It's a wonderful day for you to maybe do some feng shui or some vastu and change some things around the house. It could be a great time to renovate the energies with the family and your loved ones and your children. So all of these things are bringing a lot of happiness, and they're also bringing you a lot of joy because this is also the house of happiness. And so there's a combination here where you're getting a lot of joy from your home life, a lot of joy from your family, and a lot of joy in your creative pursuits and in your children. So super creative energies, my beautiful Taurus. This is definitely igniting you. I mean, I definitely see children. For some of you guys who are ready to become parents, this is such a beneficial energy. And of course, we have Saturn in your 10th house. This is going to transform your status, and it's also going to transform your relationships. I mean, some of you guys who are single, I'm definitely seeing massive romance coming to you after this. So let's see, what do we have for my beautiful Tauruses for this upcoming eclipse? Solar eclipse for Taurus, solar eclipse for Taurus, and we have finances and career. So I'm definitely seeing that if you've had issues around finances and career in your romantic life, in your romance, where maybe it's always an issue. Money is always an issue in your romantic relationships and all these things. I see that this eclipse is finally going to heal this. Others of you who maybe don't have a relationship is because you're working too much. So life is going to transform so that you're able to start dating more. But you're no longer going to use work as an excuse for not being able to be with your children or in romantic relationships or at home. It's no longer an excuse, and things are going to become a lot more balanced financially in the home sector with your family and with your loved ones. So I'm going to pull some other cards here for you to see. What else do we have for Taurus? Taurus for this eclipse on October 2nd, solar eclipse for Taurus. And we have assertiveness. Yes, the time has come for you to start taking action, go forward with some creative pursuits. This could also, the only thing I will say, be careful with any trading or investments at this time. This is the house of trading, and it could also bring a lot of confusion. So I would say hold on to your trades, hold on to your things, and then go forward with it later on. But there is an assertive energy. Go forward with your creative projects, with your wishes and dreams. And there could be also some dietary change. Maybe some of you guys decide to quit smoking, quit drinking, and that is going to bring lots of benefit for you. Now I'm going to give you a mudra. What do we have mudra-wise? Yeah, this is all to get you into alignment with your dharma. Very powerful energies. I really, really would love for you to do some creative stuff, my beautiful Taurus. What else do we have for Taurus? What is the mudra? Okay, I'm going to give you this mudra. Oh, wow. I'm just going to give you these two, baby. You can choose because they're both magical. So magic. We have magic here. If you can stop the video so that you can check out how to do the mudra. This is magic, and this is one that is really, really good gesture to clear and deepen perception. And the affirmation is, my life is encompassed within the great secret of the universe. I have faith in my benevolence. That is one. And the other one is the riches, baby. This is the mudra for money making. This is dedicated to the god of wealth. And the affirmation here is, the universe showers me with riches of which I am wise and generous steward. Very good. So those are your mudras. Do your mudras. Do your chanting, my beautiful Taurus. This is definitely bringing you so many blessings and get creative, baby. Take action, be assertive, and start that creative project. That is all for my beautiful Tauruses. If you guys would like to have a more specific reading, then definitely check out my special for the eclipse special that I have in right now. You can check out in the description here below and book yours today. Alrighty, Taurus. So now we're going to be doing our beautiful Gemini. Welcome, Gemini, to your horoscope for this eclipse on October 2nd. And for you, this eclipse, my beautiful Gemini, will be happening in the sector of your fourth house. This is a big one, baby, because the fourth house is your house of happiness. It's your house of the home and the family and your mother. It's that comfort home. It's we really feel that juicy comfortness. And so, my beautiful Gemini, I'm definitely seeing there's going to be some shifts in your home. Some of you guys maybe are thinking of moving, maybe going to a new home, a new place, a new country, a new state. Some of you guys really have been feeling this. And some of you guys have also been seeing that there's just something that just doesn't make you happy. You're really acknowledging the things that are just not bringing you joy and happiness anymore. And life is really showing you that the time has come to fulfill that joy and that happiness. And that joy and that happiness is maybe there's a comfort zone that is starting to suffocate you, and you're ready to maybe get out of that comfort zone and create a new sense of comfort for yourself in a new place, in a new home. Even just shifting some things around the house can be fantastic for you. Maybe deciding to change the direction of your bed could be fantastic for you. Usually you want to do east west. The direction is the healthiest way to sleep. And also, we have here that if you get your home life in order, if you get your home and you find this happiness in the home place with your family, with your loved ones, and you really find that new comfort that really fulfills you, because the comfort that you're in right now doesn't fulfill you as much, then you're going to really feel this very powerful happiness. The time has come for you to find your new sense of joy and happiness. Connect with your family, connect with your mother. If your mother's been going through some health issues, I definitely see that this eclipse is going to change that and shift those things for her. That if you've been having issues with your mother where you're just like, I don't talk to my mother, I don't talk to them, I don't talk to my family, this eclipse can really bring healing so that you're able to continue with having a better relationship with your family. But none more than everything is that you're ready to kind of change some stuff. Now, because the third lord is coming into the fourth house here, this is also helping you to change something about your mindset, my beautiful Gemini. Something about your mindset and the way that you think about certain things is what's making you feel so stuck, is what's making you feel so unhappy. And so here life is really trying to help you get rid of these perceptions and mental ways of thinking that are not bringing you the joy and the happiness that you need. Some of you guys could really benefit from writing, from journaling, to just to release all this energy, and it could bring clarity for you as well. So this home situation is not only just going to propel you into your destiny with your career, because that's where the focus is right now. It's your career. What are you doing? What is your purpose in life? But it's also going to shift things because we have our beautiful Jupiter in the 12th house aspecting this, saying that some of you guys may even benefit from traveling abroad, from foreign countries, foreign travel. Maybe some of you guys are even thinking of moving to another foreign country. There could be all these thoughts happening, or just even going to a place of more spirituality, a place where you can really deepen your spiritual practice, a place where you can let go of the past, a place where you can finally close the chapters of the past. This will be so good for you, Gemini. And then we also have the aspect of Saturn, which is for you in your ninth house of Dharma, beliefs. Yeah, you've been going through a little bit of a pessimistic mood, not really feeling that divine connection as easily as you usually do. And this has made you really think about your happiness and your home life. So when these shifts at the home and you find that comfort once again, that home where you really belong, then you're going to find a stronger faith from within you. Also, here, life is telling you that maybe some of you guys are also ready to take yourself seriously and become teachers, or that you get a teacher so that you can get to the next level. Travel is definitely something huge for you. I definitely see massive travels for a lot of Geminis. So open your horizons, get out of that comfort zone, and open yourself to maybe finding better homes around you, like somewhere where you really feel more at home and you feel more at peace. So let's dig a little bit deeper here for you. My apologies. I'm so sorry about that. So let's see, what do we have for Gemini for this eclipse in October 2nd? And we have surrender, procrastination, Gemini. Killer of dreams. The devil's work is to leave it for tomorrow. Be careful, Gemini, with procrastination. Don't lose this chance where life is trying to propel you towards your dreams and aspirations. Don't sit in your laurels, baby. This is not the time to procrastinate. Get to it. Get to it. We also have surrender to miracles. Miracles are around the corner for you, Gemini. But in order to tap into that miracle, we need to tap into our spirituality. We need to tap into that mysticism of our lives. And we need to tap into faith. So I will say that that's one of your hardest things here with the ninth house Saturn is the faith. Am I really having faith that I can do this? That I can do it? Where's your beliefs? Do you believe you're good enough, or do you believe you're not good enough? It's like all these beliefs, all these mindsets is the things that are shifting and changing so that you're able to have a better, happier life. And last but not least, surrender to your intuition. Your intuition is very strong, and it's actually what leads you into your career. So make sure you're listening to your intuition. Don't listen to everybody else's comments and ideas about it. It's time for you to listen to your intuition. Okay. Now let's see what the mudra for Gemini is. During this time, it would be great that you do some charity for your mother and your family. That will bring a lot of joy and happiness and good things for you. Let's see, what do we have for Gemini? The mudra for Gemini for this eclipse. And we have consolation. This is your mudra. And this is the mudra of, it's to let go, okay? To let go of sorrow, pain, grief, and loss. And the affirmation here is, in the exquisite stillness of my soul, I find solace and relief. That is the best thing you can do. With the Jupiter and the 12th, be still in the silence. And you're going to find a lot of wisdom there for you. So make sure you're using this mudra for the eclipse. Alrighty, my beautiful Gemini, remember that these are general readings. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, I have an eclipse special going on at this time. Definitely take advantage of it. Check out in the description here below and book your session with me today. Alrighty, so now let's see. We're going to be doing our next sign, our beautiful Cancers. Hello, my beautiful Cancer. Welcome to your horoscope for this powerful eclipse on October 2nd. Let's see, what do we have in store for you? And for you, my beautiful Cancer, we have the energies of the third house having a massive transformation, being eclipsed at this time. The third house is your house of communication, of mind, of ego, of courage. Your third house is the house of your mind and mindset and how you express yourself and your skills. So here, life is really trying to help you to release anything that is blocking you from not showcasing your skills, my beautiful Cancer. And it is also trying to eclipse some very negative thoughts, very negative ways of thinking, and some thought patterns that are just not serving you anymore, my beautiful Cancer. They're working against you, and you are ready to renovate your mindset, to make your mindset and build it for a winner. It's all about in the mind. And so there's something here in the mind. Sometimes you get too much perfectionism. Sometimes it gets too much into the details of things, and it's difficult. And sometimes your mindset might even go into paranoia. There might be some panic, paranoia, thinking too much, too overwhelmed, and too fixated on the problems. So here, Cancer, what life is trying to help you is just eclipse that mindset. That mindset that is telling you that you're not good enough, it's not happening. the one that always is doubting you, the one that is always bringing all the ideas down, that ego that is no longer serving you, my beautiful Cancer. And so life here is trying to really clean out your mind of what it's thinking, how it thinks, how it perceives the world, how it perceives you, and how it perceives everything else. And if you've been taking in too much data, like let's say some of you guys could be addicted to social media, addicted to taking in too much scrolling, this is something that life is trying to eclipse in your life, Cancer. Some of you guys know that it's rotten in your brain. Some of you guys know that it's just not giving you anything. So this eclipse can be that help, can help you to release the addiction with the social media and the book and the phone, to be in a healthier relationship with your phone, and to have a healthier relationship with your mind, so that we are not in these sort of anxieties all the time. That is what life is trying to cleanse for you at this time. And it's very powerful. Now, the second Lord, your Lord of money, is going here. So something about your money is being blocked because of some way that you think, because of some mindset that you have. So be cautious with signing contracts as well, my beautiful Cancer, during this time. I would say wait it out until the eclipse passes by for it to be fully clear, because there's not too much clarity when we have the eclipse too close to us, especially with our mindset. And so something about your money and something about your self-esteem is being affected by the way that you speak about yourself and the way that you talk to yourself. So there is something about yourself where you maybe have a bad perception of you, and this is lowering your self-esteem and it's making you filled with insecurities, and then your money suffers from it. So this is really trying to shift your mindset and make you see that you are a winner, you are money, and you are rich, baby, and you got everything that you need to make this happen. Do not doubt yourself. So if your mind has been filled with doubts, then this is definitely the eclipse that is trying to get rid of all those things and is trying to help you. And of course, when you wire your mind for success, anything is possible. If some of you guys are dealing with entrepreneurship, or you are starting to become an entrepreneur, or you've been wanting to start some social media stuff, you've been wanting to start a channel, this is actually a great time to do it, because it's also releasing anything that is not allowing for you to speak up your mind. What is that fear that is not allowing for you to speak up your mind? And it's releasing that mental clutter, that mental negative talk that paralyzes you to take action in what you really want to do. This could also be a great time for you to start a new skill. If you've been wanting to maybe learn how to play an instrument, learn how to polish your skills of any sort, skills from coding skills all the way to artistic skills, all the way to any type of skill. This is a great time to help you really go to a new level with your skills. Now, if we look at Saturn, Saturn is in Aquarius for you, which is your 8th house. This is getting deep for you, okay? Like, we're going deep into your psychology and the traumas and the issues of your past that have made your mind be this way and have made you believe the distorted perception of your life, of what you think your life or you are. So this is triggering, okay? I'm going to be super honest with you, Cancer. This is triggering. It's going deep. It doesn't feel comfortable, but it needs to happen. It needs to happen, because the moment that you change the perception, the moment that you change the lens of how you see it, boom, everything transforms. Everything transforms for you. And that's what life is trying to help you do. Another thing that we have here with Jupiter in the sign of Taurus, we have it in your 11th house of gains and networks of people. I will say also, my beautiful Cancer, be careful with the words that you speak around your networks of people at this time. Be careful talking in social media or things like this. It could backfire for you. Any debates or any arguments, you don't have to go there right now. The eclipse season is just not bringing the best energy for that. But here, going into starting your startup, starting your channel, doing an upgrade on your skills, all these things are going to make you have more gains in your life, are going to help you gain more people and expand your networks of people. And all of that is connected to your money once again, to your prosperity once again. So, I mean, it's looking really good for you, my beautiful Cancer. This is definitely something that is trying to help you. And it might feel like an ego death. So, from at the beginning, it might feel very much uncomfortable, like an ego death. But then after, you should be feeling very elevated. Okay. There's always a death and a rebirth. So you're in that process right now. Let's see, what are some other messages that we have here for my beautiful Cancers? What is another message for Cancer during this eclipse? Oh, birthday, baby. A rebirth for sure for you, Cancer. A full-on rebirth. I mean, if you've been wanting to do an upgrade completely in your life, an upgrade of your look, an upgrade of yourself, a rebirth completely, go and get yourself some nice clothes, whatever. This is definitely the time to go all out in your rebirth, baby, because it is all about how we feel within. If inside yourself you perceive yourself to be good and happy and joyful, like that's exactly what you're going to see outside. And that is what you're going to understand, that when the mind has that shift, you're like, wow, I just had the full transformation. And it's very powerful. Walk away from what's no longer serving you. Walk away from the things that are just not, that are tedious and just like it's not working. You know what that is, Cancer. You know what that thing that you've been wanting to walk away from. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Don't be afraid to walk away from it. In the winter time. So winter time right now, it's when you're gonna start seeing the massive like the benefits of all this great transformation. The things you've been working on are finally gonna come together in the winter. So all the shifts are going to happen for you during this winter time, and we just started fall, so it's very, very close for you, my beautiful Cancer. Amazing. This is looking really good. Now let's see for my beautiful Cancers. What else do we have for Cancer for this upcoming eclipse, solar eclipse for Cancer? What is their mudra? And we have here the mudra of drive. Ooh, I like that. The mudra of drive, the power mudra. This mudra is a great tonic to help you get out of your bed in the morning or as a pick-me-up during the day. That energy to move forward, baby, to take action. That's the third house. Action, action, effort, 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 effort. That's the house of effort. So this is going to give you that drive. And the affirmation is, I'm bursting with energy. I'm bursting with energy. Do this mudra and do your chanting during this eclipse to get the most benefit, guys. And of course, these are general readings. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, you can definitely book one with me. I have an eclipse special going on right now. Definitely take advantage of that, and you can book one in the description here below. Alrighty, my beautiful Cancer. That was all your messages for you today. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Leos. Hello, my beautiful Leo. Welcome to Astral Motivation. Today we're going to be talking about your horoscope for this powerful eclipse, solar eclipse. And for you, you are definitely going to feel it because the sun is the main character, baby. And this eclipse is happening in your second house of money. Of money. So get ready, because this eclipse, if you've been feeling financially stuck, if you've been feeling like my finances are stuck, they're not moving forward, I'm hitting a ceiling, a cap, and it's just not going forward, I can't seem to make more money, this is definitely going to open the gates of abundance to come into your life. So this eclipse is going to be very, very, very good. Also, if there's been any insecurities, my beautiful Leo, which I know that you have none, obviously, but if there's been any insecurities, this is definitely an eclipse that is going to help you release those illusions. It's going to help you release those insecurities. And of course, because you are the main character, the sun is the main character in this solar eclipse, your planet, that means that your first house of the self is going into this house of money. So this is a great time for you to invest in yourself. If you've been wanting to invest in yourself, and investing in yourself could be different from learning a new skill to maybe, I don't know, plastic surgery or whatever you would like to do, but invest in yourself. This is a great time to really give to yourself that investment that you deserve, that love that you deserve for you. And be ready, because I definitely see more money, more abundance, more prosperity coming into your life quickly after this eclipse is really trying to help you elevate your abundance and your prosperity. Now, we also have And all of this you are ready for. You are ready for not just an upgrade of yourself, but you're also ready for like this upgrade to have more money, to have more abundance, to have more prosperity in your life. And we have Saturn in the seventh house, which has been giving you a very hard time in your relationships, in your commitments, and it's trying to make you more serious about these relationships and commitments in your life. And maybe if there's been some insecurities that have affected your ability to have loving, committed relationships, this is being eclipsed and transformed. If you are currently in a relationship and there's a lot of problems because of money, there's a lot of fights because of money, there's a lot of like, well, 50-50, all this stuff, whatever, and it's bringing a lot of issues into your love life, then this is also trying to help you fix those money issues that are affecting your love life. This is transforming it. And of course, when you have a more solid abundance, prosperity coming into you, your relationship house is also going to get more solid and dependable. Especially for my men who are looking, my men, Leos who are looking for a woman to be with you, this situation needs to be settled. You need to feel like you can become a provider for this woman that is going to come into your life. And so this is really preparing you for that and transforming you into that. For those of you who are currently in a relationship, this is trying to make the relationship better if there's been issues around money. Okay. And also, if there's been issues around insecurities, jealousies, and things like this is really trying to make you more solid, more secure in your love relationships. So that is definitely going to bring transformation into your partnerships. And another thing that will be transforming as well is your career. So this is a very powerful eclipse for you, my beautiful Leo, because Jupiter is also aspecting here. And when you invest in yourself, you will get a better relationship and you will get a better situation in your career as well. This shift in your integrity, that's really the biggest shift, is what's going to elevate your career and your personal relationships. So this is really trying to bring you into more of a strong integrity with yourself. Very, very powerful energies. Okay, now let's look a little bit deeper into it. Let's see your money messages for this eclipse. What are the money messages for Leo for this solar eclipse on October 2nd? Dreams of abundance. Okay, you could be having a lot of dreams, either daydreaming, where you're like, wow, I would love to do something like that, or wow, I would love to do something like that. Write these dreams down because they're really taking you somewhere, okay? They're divinely guided. Or maybe some of you guys are even actually dreaming something like this. So write down your dreams. There's like messages coming to you through the dream world. And even when you meditate or when you are daydreaming on the daily life. We also have the energy of exercise to increase your manifesting abilities. Make sure you're working out. Like as I was mentioning, this has to do a lot with yourself, with your body, that you feel good, that you look good, that you invest in yourself so that you feel really hot, so that you feel really good. So exercise is going to definitely give you more power to manifest the things that you want to manifest. And last but not least, become more of a conscious consumer. Be careful. I wouldn't suggest for you to make any crazy purchases at this time. Like just hold on to the money. Because with K2 in your second house, money can easily slip your fingers like this. So be more conscious on how you're consuming. Do you really need to buy that $8 latte? Do you really? Is it necessary? Is it a need or a want? Also, look at the companies that you're buying from. Are these companies good for your body, for yourself, for the environment? And become a little bit more conscious in how you spend your money is going to be so much better for you. So this is what is being transformed in your life when it comes to money and, of course, everything else. And now let's see, what is your mudra? What is the mudra for Leo for this solar eclipse? The mudra for Leo for this solar eclipse. And we have flexibility. Ooh, I like this for you. So this is the mudra of flexibility. If you need to stop the video, definitely do it. And we have here, this is the waves mudra. The mudra bolstered lymph system and circulation, the lower back and the genital organs, and it has a calming and relaxing effect. And the affirmation is, I dance the dance of life with elation, swaying with the rhythm and sounds of the heavens. Very beautiful. It's giving you lots of flexibility during this time, my beautiful Taurus. Alrighty, Taurus. Alrighty, Leo. Those were your messages, my beautiful Leo. I really hope that they help. Love you guys so much. And remember that these are general readings. Definitely take advantage of my Eclipse special. I have an Eclipse reading special at this time, and you can book one for yourself in the description here below. Alrighty, perfect, my beautiful Leos. And now we're going to be doing our next sign, which is our Virgo. Welcome, Virgo, to your horoscope for this upcoming October eclipse, October 2nd, the last eclipse of 2024. And for you is happening in your sign, my beautiful Virgo. This is powerful, okay? For all my Virgos who thought that they were this and they were that and they were this other thing, you are having a massive purification of who you think you are. You are releasing all the labels, all the labels. You thought you were a rocker, releasing. You thought you were a rapper, releasing it. Like you are getting rid of all these labels that I'm this, I'm that. I'm like, you are releasing it all. And you are peeling the onion of yourself. And some of my Virgos, you guys may be going through this feeling of like, oh my God, who am I? Like, what? I can't even recognize myself. I'm transforming so fast. Or the things that I used to like, it's like I don't longer vibe with it. Yes, embrace the change, my beautiful Virgo. Embrace the change. You are meant to release a lot of things. You are meant to let go of a lot of things that are not you and that you're ready to release at this time. This is a time of simplification. This is a time of purification. This is a time for you to be kind to yourself, okay? And allow for the changes to happen. There is some things that might be leaving you at this time. Maybe you're like, wow, I'm transforming my life. I changed my job. I changed cities. I'm changing my whole life. I'm going to a whole new place. Like whatever it is, this is good for you, Virgo, okay? Follow it. Follow it. The one thing that I would say that you really need to be careful, though, is your body, okay? I need you to take care of your body. I need you to take care of your body, do your wellness, do your workout, keep yourself fit, keep yourself strong. I would also say you would really benefit from a fast. Really benefit from a fast, like a good fast. Like if you can do a 3-day water fast, you would really benefit from it. Or minimum if you can do the fast during the eclipse, because you are meant to kind of release. You're not meant to be putting in your life at this time. So that's another thing, Virgo. If you're feeling like, why is nothing sticking? It's like everything is just disintegrating in front of me. Allow it. Allow it. Do not attach yourself to what you think or this or that. Like just allow for those things to happen. You are in a very spiritual time, in a super spiritual time. And I would really suggest, my beautiful Virgo, that you take your spiritual practices very seriously during this time, because it will help you to catalyst yourself into a more authentic you. A more authentic you. And in the process that this is happening, of course, we have the Rahu in the 7th house that is focusing you into your relationships, is propelling you into good relationships in your life, as you are also transforming your identity and who you think you are. Very powerful. Then we have Saturn. Saturn is in Aquarius, and Aquarius for you is your 6th house. So some things here are going to change. Your daily life is going to change. Some of you guys may have a new job, a new daily routine. Maybe you're deciding to go back to the gym. Maybe you're deciding to change your nutrition. Anything like this, I really do suggest a good detox for you. You would really love it, especially with the Saturn here. It could really bring a lot of stability and solidity to the things in your life. I also see that some of you guys may start getting rid of debt, getting rid of any enemies or any diseases. If you've been having issues with your body, If you always suffer from allergies or some sort of symptom or some sort of disease or something, this eclipse can really help you get rid of that. Can really help you to get rid of that. And I'm even talking about cancer and things like this, but you have to really make those changes, daily changes, those detoxes, those things. Focus on your body. That will be the best thing that I can say, because if you focus on your body, you will see that everything is going to transform even faster. And then we have Jupiter in your ninth house. So Jupiter here, yes, in your ninth house. So Jupiter here is really, really trying to help you to expand yourself through getting into more of a religion, I would really say, getting into a bit deeper philosophy of life. You are being called, if you are an atheist, to really think about your philosophy of life. And is your philosophy in life really helping you or not helping you? It's also calling for you to gain more faith. If you're, do you do any practices to gain you faith? Do you go to church, temple? Do you have a guru? Do you have any connections to priests or people that are saintly that can really help you in expanding yourself? This could really help you. Teachers can really help you. Some of you guys may be going back to school as well and educating yourselves, or even a travel that can really change things for you, my beautiful Virgo. So those are the benefits that are really coming to you and are trying to transform you into a more dharmic person. As a Virgo, you naturally are a pure person, okay? You naturally are in this virginal path. So embracing your spirituality and embracing your connection with the divine is going to be so fantastic for you. And I do definitely suggest that for this eclipse, it could be something that could really change your life. Even if you just start praying every single day, you will see how much it will change your life. Even if you chant one round of 108 times the Maha Mantra for 6 months, your life will change. Get into these practices, get into these rituals, and you're going to see how they're going to elevate everything about you, especially your health. Okay, it's a big thing with health. Alrighty, let's see what else do we have here for my beautiful Virgos. What is another message for Virgo for the solar eclipse? And we have your desires within reach. Have faith. That's exactly what I was saying. Have faith that you're so close to getting what it is that you want. Have faith that you're going to get that partner. Have faith you're going to get that job. Have faith that everything that you want is going to come to you. But it's going to come through the connection with the divine, through the prayer, through that surrendering to something bigger than yourself. It would be something really beneficial for you. Emotional healing. We are also healing. This is what I was saying, that you are peeling away whatever you think you are, whatever you think you were, whatever label you've given yourself. You're healing yourself emotionally from all these things. You are no longer having the label of, oh, I'm the traumatized person, I'm the person that my parents didn't love, I'm the black sheep. Like, you're getting rid of all these things. And you're coming back to your soul, who you really are. And emotional healing is very powerful for you at this time. And love it. Be yourself. This is all trying to get you to be a more authentic you. Do not hold on. Your ego may want to hold on and be like, oh my God, you're disappearing. Your friends are not going to like you anymore. Who's going to be your friend now? Like, you're changing too much or whatever. Like, forget that. Forget that. It's not about them. It's about you right now. And it's about you becoming a more authentic you. Very beautiful. Now let's see. What is your final mudra? What is the mudra for Virgo for this solar eclipse? What is the mudra for Virgo for this solar eclipse? And we have commitment. Ooh, I like this. Commitment. This is the mudra that helps to stabilize you and it gives you inner support and balance. It's the fire mudra. And the affirmation is, I do my best and let the universe do the rest. Nice. So that is your mudra. Do your chanting, do your mudras, and your remedies for this upcoming eclipse. Love you guys so much. And remember, these are general readings. I have an eclipse special going on right now. So if you would like to have an eclipse special and a reading with me, definitely check out the description here below and book one with me today. Alrighty, now let's see. We're going to be doing our next sign, which is our beautiful Libras. Welcome, Libra, to your horoscope for this upcoming eclipse. And the eclipse for you is happening in your 12th house. Whoa, 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 whoa. I gotta say, this is gonna be a spiritual one for you, my beautiful Libra. Powerful. I mean, things are coming up from the underground of you, like that subconscious and those things that we have just repressed, they're coming out to the surface. I really suggest for you, Libra, one thing that I do want to mention is do not, and I repeat, do not get into some sort of get rich scheme or investment. This is the house of losses. Okay. And when we have an eclipse in the house of losses, I highly suggest that you keep the money safe. Okay. Not the time to make those decisions. Not the time to be moving so much of that money around. Okay, that's one thing. Now, another thing is your dreams are going to be very strong at this time. There's going to be a lot of subconscious things coming up. If you repress things from childhood, they're going to be coming up at this time. I really suggest for you solitude, my beautiful Libra. You need some alone time, solitude, and you just need some meditation and you're chanting. And I will say spend the whole day like this because you have a chance right now with this eclipse to totally purify your subconscious. And this is huge. This is huge. One thing is to purify your body, but to purify your subconscious from all the crap that we leave in there, you could have this massive transformation. If you've been wanting to do plant medicines, this is actually the best time to do a plant medicine where you can have an immense transformation and release all those misconceptions within you. This is also the house of mediumship. There could be people from the past coming back to your life. Maybe they're coming to visit you in the dreams, or people that have passed away are coming to you and visiting you in your dreams. It's a very, very strong spiritual time, my beautiful Libra. And I would really suggest that if you do take this time alone, when you do this, this is going to help you to transform. Okay. It's going to help you to release this burden. Okay. There's like this mental burden, this emotional burden, this thing you've been carrying for 18 years or more, and you're ready to release it. You're ready to really let go. You, out of everybody, really has a very strong energy of letting go. And the letting go can be very powerful. Some of you guys, the 11th house is going into the 12th house here. So there could be some dreams and aspirations we're letting go, or there could be some friends or networks of people that we're also kind of letting go. Maybe identifying ourselves too much with some group. We're starting to let go of these ideas as well. So there is a massive transformation. If there's things leaving you, let them. If you see things that are just not, they're coming to an end, let them. Let them. You are in a moment of closure, massive closure. And the best thing that I would suggest for you, my beautiful Libra, is start your spiritual practices. If you don't have a spiritual practice, or if you fell through your spiritual practices, this is the perfect time for you to get back to it and get back on it strong with commitment and assertiveness. We, of course, have the energies of Saturn that are in your 5th house, and Saturn here. So there's been things that you've been accumulating in your subconscious from romantic partners, from friends and people, and networks of people, and groups of people, and communities, and also things that you have got as well with Jupiter here in your 8th house. So what is coming up for you, Libra, is that Libra, you have had a lot of subconscious baggage that is coming from trauma, that is coming from psychological trauma or the past, psychological issues that could have happened around romantic partners, that could have happened with your inner child, and even creative projects, or even friendships and groups and associations. It's like you are ready to let go of this baggage and other people's opinions and other people's ideas and other people's whatevers. And you're ready to kind of have a massive purge and a massive cleanse of yourself. So this is what this eclipse is really calling for you. And as I mentioned, you would really benefit from traveling to faraway land. If you can, I would do it. And if you can't, I would say at least having some alone time. Some alone time in solitude, in quiet, not to be alone and be in your phone. No, to be quiet and do your chanting and your meditation. And doing this, you're going to get so much benefit from it. You're going to release so many things. You're going to be able to release that burden, and you're going to be able to fill yourself with a lot of peace. Life wants to bring you peace, Libra. If you feel like you haven't gotten that peace, you haven't gotten that peace because of the trauma of the past, you haven't gotten that peace because of people, friendships, and romances, and this tug of war and back and forth. It's like these things are being healed for you right now, Libra. So take that spiritual moment and help yourself to let go of whatever you need to let go of that you've been holding on to and burdening yourself with. What are some other messages for Libra during the solar eclipse? Libra, Libra, Libra. And we have surrender, procrastination. You're procrastinating this. You're procrastinating doing your spiritual work. You're procrastinating doing the inner work. You're procrastinating. You're procrastinating something. Okay, Libra. So release the procrastination because it's going to work against you. The devil's work is to leave it for tomorrow. Do not let that happen. Okay. What else do we have for Libra for this upcoming eclipse, solar eclipse? Surrender to sleep and rest. Okay, yes. Some of you guys may be working way too much, so you do need like a good sleep and a good rest. Maybe during this eclipse, there's going to be a lot of possibilities for you to really get into some deep, deep, deep rest, and that is going to help you to rejuvenate yourself. You need some rejuvenating energies. And last but not least, surrender your need to always be right. Surrender your need to always be right. That could be the thing that is not allowing for you to fully filter out these emotions. An example. Okay, yes, you were sexually abused when you were young, but now you can heal yourself and grow and release this. But if we keep identifying ourselves with that wound, then it would be very impossible to let it go. So regardless of whatever, why you're doing it, why you're, it's not fair, or it's because of this reason or because of that, release it. Release the need to always be right, and release the need to always have the last word. And this might just help you to release the things that need to be let go of in your subconscious and in your psyche. Alrighty. And now let's see, what is your mudra? What is your mudra for this eclipse, my beautiful Libra? What is the mudra for Libra for the solar eclipse? Ooh, riches. Alrighty, baby. Some riches, some abundance for you. This is the Kubera mudra dedicated to the god of wealth. And the affirmation is, the universe showers me with riches, of which I am wise and generous steward. Very good. Alrighty, Libra, those were your messages for this upcoming eclipse. Remember that these are general readings, and if you would like to have a reading with me, I have an eclipse special going on right now. Check it out in the description here below. Alrighty, my beautiful Libra, those were your messages, and now we're going to be doing our beautiful Scorpios. Welcome, Scorpio, to your horoscope for this upcoming eclipse on October 2nd. And for you, this eclipse is going to be happening in your sector of your 11th house. Very powerful energies here that are really trying to ignite you into your dreams and aspirations, as well as into some friendships and networks of people to come into your life. So get ready. If you've been feeling like, I haven't had good friends coming into my life, I feel pretty alone, or maybe I have social fear or social blocks, or you just feel like your social life is dead, this eclipse is definitely going to transform that for you. If you feel like your social life is popping at this time, you're about to get even better friends, better acquaintances, and better networks of people that are more spiritual and that are more conscious in nature. And this is going to be fantastic for you, my beautiful Scorpio. Now, we are also having, because Leo is the ruler of your 10th house and is going to the 11th house, for some of you guys, there could also be some shifts in career, some shifts in your profession. Some of you guys may be ending something and beginning a new line of work, or beginning a new hustle, or beginning a new sort of situation that is going to be very beneficial for you. So any changes around the career can also be very beneficial. So allow for these changes to happen for you. I will say be careful with social media, be careful with your networks of people at this time. Um, Try to speak less because there could be a foot in the mouth syndrome if we get into any debates or heated discussions with your networks of people, or if you have a channel or anything like this in social media. Be careful that you don't get into any heated discussions. This eclipse can bring those things. This eclipse is also trying to get rid of some friends that you don't need in your life, some people that are actually frenemies that you no longer need around, and that they're actually hindering you more than benefiting you. And you can also be releasing some materialistic desires that you've been obsessing about that are not beneficial for you. So there's going to be a transformation in your dreams and aspirations, and there's going to be a purification of these desires and making sure that the desires that are best for you stay there. Okay, now we do have Jupiter in your seventh house and it's being aspected. So I definitely see that there's going to be more business partnerships, commitments happening for you. If you're currently in a relationship, your relationship is going to benefit a lot from friendships. Also, make sure that you are surrounded by good friends. For some of you guys who maybe are not in a very good friendship situation, they could be hindering your relationship. So it's going to be different for everybody. But nonetheless, this is really trying to expand your networks of people and help you to get more social and help you to meet more friends and more people. So, my beautiful Scorpio, this is not the time to stay at home sitting all day. Like, this is the time for you to go out there and let yourself be known. People want to know you, people want to get to know you, people want to be friends with you. And you never know who you will meet that can get you to the next level of what you're trying to do. And you got to remember, it's not what you know, it's who you know. It's who you know. And so this is that eclipse that is trying to really bring that for you. And of course, this could shift and transform your career and your purpose in life as well. We also have Saturn in your fourth house of home life, of your home life and your sort of foundation, your family, your mother. So these are also being aspected at this time, that finding friends that are more like family to you, finding networks of people that are well wishers, that are committed to you, that you can build bonds with and you can build better relationships with. If you burned all your bridges, this is actually opening you up to making new and better bridges in your life with new and better people around you that are going to bring more happiness into your life. Okay. There could be some core dreams of your childhood as well that are coming into light at this time. So very, very powerful energies for you, my beautiful Scorpio, and it's really trying to get you to propel you towards your dreams and aspirations. And if you've had issues trying to figure out what is your dreams, what do you want to do, what is your dreams or your purpose, then this eclipse can really also help you to get rid of that blockage. Or if you've abandoned your dreams, then this could be an eclipse that is releasing that blockage of why it is that you've abandoned your dreams in the past. But this is really trying to get you ignited towards your dreams and aspirations and get you ignited towards new friendships and new associations in your life that are going to get you closer to your dreams and aspirations. It's really, really nice energy for you, my beautiful Scorpio. Definitely, definitely take advantage of it. Let's go a little bit deeper into these messages. What else do we have for Scorpio for this solar eclipse on October? And we have spiritual teacher. Wow. Some of you guys are either going to meet a spiritual teacher during this next upcoming 6 months, which is going to elevate you to the next level. And others of you are actually spiritual teachers. You came to be a spiritual teacher. You came to teach others about healing and about spirituality and about these things. And so this could be a dream of yours. And of course, as a Scorpio, I mean, you are the sage, baby. You are the sage of the zodiac. So you can definitely, definitely become a spiritual teacher. Take it seriously. This eclipse may just help you propel yourself into your dreams and aspirations. Oh my God. And then the next one, your wish is granted. Scorpio, I want you to wish big, big. This is not the time for you to be like, I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want. No, you need to figure out what you want now. Go for it. Because look at this. Your wish is granted, baby. You're going to get that wish come true. This wish is going to come true for you. So make sure you're doing your mantras and you're chanting and that you're visualizing that purpose in life, that perfect situation, that perfect thing, because your wish is going to be granted. And last but not least, I actually want to pull one from here. Another last message. Ooh, I'm going to give you that one. All right, my beautiful Scorpio. So the card that you have is a windfall of abundance. I mean, this is igniting your money making abilities as well, especially if you've been feeling like you haven't gotten gains, like there's been a blockage in your finances. This eclipse is also helping because this is also the house of gains, the big gains. So a windfall of abundance is happening here for you for sure. Get ready for it. Santa Claus is coming into town and is bringing you lots and lots of goodies. The wish is coming. I mean, this is a great reading. Great reading, Scorpio. Now let's see. What is the mudra that Scorpio should use for this solar eclipse for Scorpio? And we have stop. The cool down mudra. So this is for hyperactivity. When hyperactivity is not enjoyable. So this might ignite you a lot because it's going to get you going with a lot of people and everything. And so this mudra is going to help you to come back and to cool down and to center yourself. And the affirmation is, with each breath which I take, I let myself be carried deeper and deeper into calmness and empty space, from which I draw new strength and abundance. Wow, very beautiful. It's like you're going to create all of this in an effortless way, not in a hyperactive way, but it's going to come to you. Very beautiful, my beautiful Scorpio. So that is your messages for this eclipse. Congratulations. And remember that these are general readings. If you would like to have a personal reading, I have a special going on, an eclipse special. So definitely take advantage of that special, and you can book one in the description here below. Very good, my beautiful Scorpio. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Sagittariuses. Welcome, Sagittarius, to your horoscope for this eclipse, October 2nd. Excuse me. I've been talking nonstop. Alrighty, Sagittarius. So for you, this eclipse on October 2nd is happening in a super important part of your chart, like amazing important part of your chart, in your 10th house of career, baby. So this is definitely going to propel you into your purpose in life, your career. If before you felt like the job you were working or the things you were doing were very much in alignment with you, now you're starting to get the real benefits. You're going to start getting into alignment with the real career and the real purpose in life that is going to fulfill you immensely. And it's going to get rid of the blockages. If you felt like there was blockages before that weren't allowing you for you to get to the next level, this is definitely getting rid of those blockages. It's getting rid of all those things. And it's purifying your career. Okay, it's purifying your purpose in life. And what I mean by that is that if you've been feeling disconnected, if you have been feeling like you no longer want to do what you're doing, or you want to start doing something new, or you want to maybe branch out into a new line of work, or you want to open a new business, or anything, this is definitely allowing for you to do that. And if there's been some blockages that don't allow you to do it, then this eclipse is allowing for those blockages to be removed. So everything is propelling you to have a better situation at your work life. And at the same time, life is propelling you towards your home life. So home life and work life, home and work balance. This is really what your life is really trying to propel you at this time. But don't be surprised if your career starts taking off after this eclipse. The career is meant to really, really propel you forward and to help you get rid of whatever is that you no longer need or what you have outgrown in your purpose in life. So we have Leo, the ninth lord, going into the 10th house. This is definitely in alignment with your dharma. You are getting more into alignment with what you really came here to do. So for some of you guys that are finding a new job situation, you are really feeling like, okay, this job is so much better for me. It's so much more in alignment with what I like doing and what I do. So if you've been thinking of getting rid of your job, if you're like, I want to leave and I want to get something better, this will be a great time to do it. And you will see that it will open up the doors for you to be in a better aligned job that will make you a lot happier and that is more in alignment with your dharma. Some of you guys who deal with travel or any sort of international affairs in your job, this is going to be very, very good for you. If you've been wanting to get into this line of work, this is the great time to do it. Now, another thing that we have here, your planet Jupiter is in Taurus, which is currently in your sixth house. So this is definitely going to change your daily life, your daily routine, your daily goings. There's some shifts changing here. Like, for example, if you always worked a night shift, now you're going to start working a day shift. Or if you always worked at the office, now you're going to start working at home. But there's some changes happening at the work sector that are going to help you be in a better lifestyle and in a better daily routine. And it's going to be healthier for you. So if you see that this job is just you're unhealthy, you're getting sick, you are not sleeping well, like this could be the time to let go of that job and go into something better for you. Then we also have Saturn that is now in Aquarius. And for you, Saturn Aquarius is your third house. And so Saturn here has been trying to change your mindset and more than anything, sober you up. So this is not the year of the party Sagittarius, because Saturn is really trying to sober your mind up and is trying to clean out your mind and to put the effort where you really need to be putting the effort in. So a lot of work stuff for you. Work, 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 work. A lot of work. But it's all to help you get into alignment with a better purpose in life and something that really, really makes you happy and joyful, and to get rid of whatever is in your job that has been dragging you down and it hasn't been making you feel good. So expect some really good stuff at the work sector. Now, let's go a little bit deeper here. Oh, sorry. When I start channeling, my face starts itching, my nose starts itching, everything starts itching. So what do we have here for Sagittarius for the solar eclipse? And we have moonlighting. You see, this is the perfect card, actually. It's saying moonlighting, and I love it because it deals also with the eclipse and the moon. You can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon, your dream career will take flight and fully support you. That is really where life is trying to take you at this time, to take you and moonlighting you into your dream career. No more complaining. Okay, Karen, stop complaining. No more complaining, okay? This is blocking your abundance, your prosperity, your growth, everything. It blocks your career when you start into complaining about whatever it is, complaining about your coworkers, complaining about your boss, complaining about others, complaining about the job, complaining. I mean, if you're complaining so much about it, leave. If you really feel like I cannot complain about this, like I have to point out the complaining all day, this is really lowering your energy. So make sure that you get rid of the complaining and that you get rid of places or situations where you feel like you complain a lot. And declutter, my beautiful Sagittarius. Get rid of the clutter. Especially in your home, declutter your home. What is going on in the home sector? Clean out your home, clean out the closet, get rid of things you no longer need, and allow for new things to come into your life. But you really need to declutter. This is going to open up the gates for a better situation and more abundance to happen in your life. Now let's see, what is your mudra? What is your mudra? The mudra for Sagittarius for this solar eclipse. And your mudra is drive. Okay, I love this for you. This is the power mudra. The mudra is a great tonic to help you get out of bed in the morning or as a pick-me-up during the day. And the affirmation for this power mudra is, I am bursting with energy. Okay. I am bursting with energy. Use your mudra, do your chanting so that it can propel you into your career, my beautiful Sagittarius. And remember, these are general readings. If you would like to have a personal reading, take advantage of my Eclipse special that I have going on right now. In the description here below, you'll be able to book one with me. Alrighty, my beautiful Sagittarius, those were all your messages. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Capricorns. Hello, my beautiful Capricorn. Welcome to Astral Motivation. Today, we're going to be talking about your horoscope for this powerful eclipse on October 2nd. And this eclipse for you is happening in the sector of the ninth house. This is a very intimate and powerful eclipse, baby. It's trying to propel you into being a teacher or finding a teacher. Okay? You are ready, Capricorn. You are ready to share your skills. You are ready to share your intellect and to share it with others. Some of you guys may be feeling like, no, I'm not a teacher status to be teaching anything, but there is something in you that is ready to teach others and people are ready to learn from you. There could also be a teacher that you find that you get in contact with. And this is also the house of expansion through faith. So this is going to help you gain more faith, Capricorn. If there's been so much pessimism of your life, if you've been getting very cynical, if you've been very like disappointed with the world and just feeling very pessimistic, this eclipse is really going to help you to get rid of the pessimism and to help you gain more faith once again and to kind of elevate you so that you don't feel so constricted, so that you don't feel so, because these thoughts, these cynical thoughts, these complainings, these things really restrict our heart and it hardens the heart. So, Capricorn, here, if you've been feeling like you've been jaded or depressed or, disappointed with life and everything, this is really trying to get you back into your faith, get you back into believing in yourself, believing in good things in your life, and to fill you up with more faith for you and your purpose. So, my beautiful Capricorn, be ready for a boost of faith, baby. And especially if you are close to God, if you do any spiritual practices, if you pray, if you meditate, if you go to church, temple, whatever, if you have a relationship with the divine, this is going to be so powerful, so transformative. You will gain extra protection, extra blessings, extra everything. This is also the house of guru. So if something has been blocking you from getting a spiritual master, this is definitely an eclipse that can open you up so that you can come back to your guru or get a guru or find a guru or a spiritual teacher that can really take you to the next level, or any type of teacher that is going to help you in elevating yourself. This is also more than anything publishing. So some of you guys, like I said, you are ready to publish something. You are ready to speak up. You are ready to showcase some sort of knowledge or wisdom that you've collected and you're ready to share it with others, baby. You are ready for this. So if you've been wanting to get something published, if you've been wanting to get yourself out there, if you've been wanting to share your knowledge, this is definitely the time to do it. It's going to be so rewarded and so beneficial for you. And it's really trying to make you be that teacher. Because you are Capricorn. You have many, many beautiful things to teach the world, and everybody will benefit so much from you. Do not fall for this imposter syndrome and things like this. If you do have this eclipse is going to help subside all of that. And get close to God, get close to your blessings, because this is also the house of luck. Getting closer to your gratitude and acknowledging the divinity that lies within and around you and how God loves you so much. This is going to start expanding your blessings and your luck even more. Okay. So I also see pilgrimages. Some of you guys may be going on a pilgrimage in the next upcoming 6 months, getting closer to temples, getting closer to your faith, getting closer to some spiritual practice. This is going to be very beneficial for you and very powerful for you as well. The fifth house, Leo rules your eighth house. Your eighth lord is going into the ninth house. So this is very transformative. I mean, this is going to the core of who you are. And it's really illuminating the darkest parts of yourself, Capricorn. I mean, it's illuminating your shadow self. So if there's been that shadow of depression, of sadness, of whatever it is, this eclipse is literally going to ignite you with so much faith that is going to illuminate all the darker parts of yourself, all that shadow aspects of yourself. If you've been wanting to release mental pain, mental anguish, mental illnesses, or traumas, or PTSD, or whatever, like this could be a fantastic time to really release all of it. Okay. We have Saturn in your second house. This is dealing with your money and your self-confidence in yourself. Some of you guys are ready to make money as a teacher. And it's really trying to ignite you with those things, and learning how to, well, getting closer to God and being able to start teaching others what you know is going to boost your confidence, and at the same time is going to bring money into your life. So your second house will get ignited here, and it will bring a stronger sense of dignity in yourself. Then we have Jupiter, which is in Taurus, in your fifth house, which is also going to ignite the energies of your intelligence. Mantra chanting for you is also very, very powerful during this eclipse to really propel you towards your Dharma. And some of you guys may be having a Dharma as teaching children, or also you yourself having a child yourself. So there is some creative pursuit here that is divinely guided, and it's taking you to a whole new phase of yourself. This is an expansion. This is about expanding yourself in a divine and spiritual way that is bringing you so much luck. I would say like the wheel of fortune is with you with this eclipse, my beautiful Capricorn. So do not be pessimistic. Like, this is a time to really visualize an incredible life for you in the next upcoming 6 months, because you might just get a streak of luck, baby. So do not doubt that. Now let's see, what are some other messages that we have for my beautiful Capricorns. What are some other messages that we have for Capricorn for this upcoming eclipse? Children. What did I just say? Teaching children, working with children, having children. This is like a big thing for you, and it deals with your Dharma, and it deals with your path of life. So there is something going on with children that is very powerful, and even just your inner child too, having the ability to express itself. We have assertiveness. The time has come for you to take full action. Be assertive. Do not sleep in the laurels and doubt yourself about this. The time has come for you to really stand up for your beliefs and yourself. You're gonna have immense power to do that. And last but not least, your debt is paid off. There's some sort of spiritual debt or something. It's paid off. The karmas have been paid off, and now you really have a lot of divinity and blessings coming into your life very, very, very strongly. So whatever has happened in the past, it's no longer going to be that story anymore. You're no longer that Capricorn, and you are now going to ascend to the best version of yourself. Now let's see your final mudra. What is the final mudra for Capricorn for this solar eclipse? The mudra for Capricorn, and we have level-headedness. Beautiful. Level-headedness. This is the Atmanjali mudra, a greeting of the inner self. And we have here the affirmation, tranquility and inner wisdom characterize my life. So very, very beautiful energy to help you in this level-headedness and to help you with finding that balance. Alrighty, my beautiful Capricorn, those were your messages. I really hope that they helped you. Love you guys so much, and thank you so much for being here. And remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of the eclipse special that I have going on right now, and you can book one in the description here below. Okay. Sorry about that. Alrighty. Now let's see. We're going to be doing our next one. And our next sign is Aquarius. Welcome, Aquarius, to your horoscope for this upcoming eclipse on October 2nd. I hope that you're doing amazing. And for you, this eclipse is going to be happening in the sector of your 8th house. Whoa, this is going to be powerful for you, my beautiful Aquarius. I mean, you are definitely going to have massive shadow work happening here for you. I mean, you've been going through a transformation of the self with Saturn in your sign. You've been going through this maturity spurt where you're becoming more mature, more of a grown-up, and you're getting to a new level of your life. And through this process, psychologically, we can go through a lot of intensities. And so this eclipse is happening in your house of psychology, in your house of the secrets, in your house of sex and death and rebirth. I mean, you are truly having a death and rebirth, my beautiful Aquarius. And this could also be dealing with some sort of relationships and commitments, because we have the 7th Lord going into the 8th house. So there could be some massive transformations that are happening around relationships. If you've been having a relationship, this is the time where you are releasing and letting go of all the trauma that was stored there. If you are somebody who is currently single, then this is kind of healing whatever psychologically is not allowing for you to really have a loving, full on relationship together. So this is vulnerable. It's going to make you vulnerable. It's going to make you very, very vulnerable, and it's going to trigger you. But this triggering is to help you release these pains that you've been holding on to from your past. It's really trying to help you cleanse your psyche and transform it so that you let go of these burdens of pain and suffering and these wounds that might be hurting you for a very long time. Then we have Jupiter in the third house for you, and that's your mindset. So this is the good thing about it, is that as we are opening up your psyche, Jupiter in the third house of mindset is really illuminating your mind, illuminating the way that you think about things, and it's really helping you get a more wise perspective on everything in life. So you are going to have a very deep, deep transformation. I highly suggest that be careful with credit at this time, be careful with loans, be careful with working with other people's monies, be careful with all of these things, be careful with abusing your power if you have any power on something. And this is a time to maybe release any sort of secrets. So if you've been hiding secrets, or if things have been, you've been hiding things, this could be a time where it's like, enough of hiding, come into the honesty. And what you see is what you get, and you finally are able to release these sort of inner demons and this mental anguish. So there is a lot of this very good energy, and it could be as easy as just a massive transformation happening in your life. There is definitely a rebirth happening for you, my beautiful Aquarius. Very powerful. Now let's go a little bit deeper into your messages here. What else do we have for Aquarius when it comes to this solar eclipse? And we have surrender to complete healing. This is like the perfect one. It's a healing eclipse for you, healing you to the depths of your core, of your psyche, of your inner world, healing your emotions, your past, your childhood, your inner child, healing the past of the, disappointments in love, disillusions of the world, whatever. You are surrendering to complete healing, okay? It is important that you surrender defensiveness. This is when you don't want to be vulnerable. So if you don't allow yourself to be vulnerable, you're going to miss out on this healing. So I highly suggest get rid of the defensiveness, release the defensiveness, and allow for this healing to really come through, okay? Do not respond in a defensive way. Just try to listen more and surrender out to the beliefs about yourself. Exactly what is happening. That old you is no longer you, baby. You're stepping into a whole new you. So we're getting rid of that old beliefs of who you think you are, what you think you did, what you think you did not do. And you are letting go of the limiting ideas about yourself. This is what this eclipse is trying to propel you towards. Very powerful, very beautiful. And what is the final mudra for Aquarius for this upcoming eclipse for Aquarius? And we have the mudra of control. Wow. So this is the spleen mudra. It strengthens the spleen and the pancreas. And the affirmation for this one is, I am full of confidence for in the end, the good prevails. I am full of confidence, for in the end, the good prevails. Love that. So that will help you in gaining some control during this time where you may feel very, very vulnerable. Okay. Alrighty, my beautiful Aquarius. Remember, these are general readings. If you would like to go deeper into your situation and understand more, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my eclipse special going on right now. You can find it in the description here below and book one with me today. Very good, my beautiful Aquarius. Those were your messages. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Pisces. Hello, my beautiful Pisces, and welcome to your horoscope for this eclipse on October 2nd. And this eclipse for you is going to be happening in your 7th house of marriage, relationships, and commitments. Wow, my beautiful Pisces. You are definitely having a massive transformation in your love life. Love right now is like, if there's been blockages around love, if you're currently in a toxic relationship, if you feel like you're not getting anywhere with love, like all of these blockages are going to be released and they're going to be transformed during this eclipse. This eclipse wants to open the gates of love for you, wants to open the gates of commitment for you, and wants to bring to you a good spiritual partner to come into your life, a very intelligent and spiritual partner to come into your life. Now, this is, of course, one of the main things that is happening. Everything is about the self and others with you during this eclipse season. And it's about you becoming a better version of yourself. And at the same time, you will be attracting a better partner in your lives. If you're currently in a relationship, then this could be a little bit of a tough time. But if you've been feeling like there's been issues in your love life or your commitment, then this eclipse is going to help kind of heal that. For some, if you are in a very toxic relationship, it could really end the relationship. So it's going to be different for everybody. We have the sixth lord going to the seventh house. This could bring some sort of fighting in a committed relationship if you're currently in a relationship. So choose your battles wisely. You don't need to get into any fights. And for those of you who are single, then this is about finding a partner that really is in alignment with your daily routine and your daily life. Like, for example, if you're vegetarian, find yourself a vegetarian partner. This is something that goes along with your daily life. So these are some of the things that are happening right now. Others of you who are currently going through divorces, I see that finally is going to be settled, okay, for some of you guys. So it's all about relationships, and it's all about organizing your relationships and getting them in the right energy. And of course, you can call in love with this relationship as well, with this eclipse as well, by using the mantras and the remedies that I already provided. This could be very powerful for you. Now, we have Saturn in your 12th house, helping you to let go of something that needs to be let go of. And it's been a process of a lot of purging for you for the past, you've been purging like 30 years of your life. Very, very strong things. And so if things that were around relationships have affected you during these past 30 years, this is definitely bringing healing to you with the energies of the eclipse. So release, let go, especially if you are in a terrible relationship, release, let go. If you're not in a terrible relationship, I do suggest take some time for yourself, because there's just so much focus on you that it could start affecting your love life. Like, this is not the time for you to focus on others. This is the time for you to focus on you. So this is important. And then we have Jupiter, which is in your third house. So Jupiter here is also helping you with your mindset, and is also going to help you with how you think about certain things. So you're having a massive transformation around love and relationships. And it's because you're transforming as well, Pisces. You are no longer the same Pisces that you used to be before, and you're coming into a more identity and a more identity of yourself. And so this eclipse is really trying to help bring a person that is going to complement the you that you are becoming. That's really what it's bringing. Let's pull some cards here for you, my beautiful Pisces. What else do we have for Pisces for this eclipse, solar eclipse on October, Pisces? Playfulness. Playfulness is the way to recapture romance in your life. If you are currently in a partnership, be a little bit more playful and you'll be able to capture the romance. If you're currently single, get a little bit more playful and you will be able to capture romance in your life. We also have romantic feelings. You're feeling things for somebody. And whatever it is that you're feeling, even if it's not about somebody, it's real. Like, you need to listen to your feelings before anything else. So if it feels right, it feels right. If something doesn't feel right, then it just doesn't feel right. Listen to your feelings, because they're very important and they're worth exploring, and they're very strong at this time. And religious factors. So you are looking for a partner that is really in alignment with your belief systems. Like I was mentioning, if you are a vegetarian, you want to find yourself a vegetarian partner. And the same thing goes, for example, with your spiritual influence. If you're a Christian, you want to find yourself a Christian partner. If you are Muslim, you want to find yourself a Muslim partner. Because right now, your morals are affecting the type of relationship that you want to have in your life. You want to find a morally aligned person with you. So these are some of the factors that are affecting your love life at this time. But love is in the air for you, Pisces. Love is here for you. Now let's see what is the final mudra. The mudra for Pisces for this upcoming solar eclipse. And your mudra is opportunity. I like that. So this is your mudra, is the Hakini mudra, is dedicated to the goddess of inner truth, clarity, and unity. This mudra synchronizes the two halves of the brain and activates one's memory and improves the ability to absorb and reproduce knowledge. And the affirmation here for you is, I wish to take my chance as they come. Use them, enjoy them, transform them. Very nice. So do your mudra, do your mantra chanting, and call in that love of your life, or transform the current love that you have. Alrighty, my beautiful Pisces, those were your messages. Remember, these are general messages. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, then definitely take advantage of the eclipse special that I have going on right now. You will find it in the description here below. Alrighty, everybody, thank you so much for being here. Truly appreciate all my brothers and my sisters. Thank you so much for all your support. I hope that this eclipse was able to help you. Cannot wait to hear from you guys how this eclipse portal has been treating you and the transformations that it has brought into your life. Thank you so much again for your support. Thank you so much again for your likes, your comments, and your shares. It makes the world of a difference here in Astral Motivation. Thank you so much, my beautiful brothers and sisters. And I'm going to send everybody so much love and light. And I'll be seeing you guys on the next one.